Hello and welcome. My name is Martyr, and today we'll be doing a Let's Play from Glitchy Pixel, Poltergeist. A very fun game. I saw it on Steam and contacted the creators of it, and they were very kind enough to let me do a Let's Play of their game. Now, to note, this is an alpha version of this game, as you can probably see down here. It is a prototype build, so everything you see is subject to change. But, I mean, as it is, I love the art. The music itself is very... it's stylized, and it's effective, and it's very entertaining. So let's get to it. I'm going to go through the instructions really quick, so that way you get a good basic idea of what the game is like. And we'll go and actually play the actual game. So basically the game is about scaring people. That is the essential game. They start off in a normal state, and then as you scare them more and more and more, they basically poop and pee themselves and run out of the house. It says, welcome to Poltergeist. The objective of the game is to haunt everyone in your house. With your limited Poltergeist powers, you lose otherwise. Now the fun part about this game, where it starts getting complicated and interested, is that as you scare more people and you move along in the levels, they will start sending special forces to come after you. They will send you the Ghost Hunter, wink wink nudge nudge, we all know who that is, to get rid of you. They'll send a priest, I love that hat, and then by far the most terrifying force they will send after you perhaps is their boss, who is balding and doesn't look very happy. So we want to avoid him at all costs. Moving along. These are your powers. You can bring, shake something in a room to bring things to. You bring other people in the house to that area. You can move objects to terrify people. You can grab objects from one part of the house and chuck it into another. It's hilarious to watch that. They just scream like, ah! This one I have not seen yet. This is where you literally create a phantasm or a poltergeist in a room, and it locks people in that room, preventing them from leaving. And if, again, if a poltergeist were to appear before you, I would poop and pee myself, and, it would be just terrifying. Moving along, you can possess objects, and you can create a portal, a portal, very powerful, and we know you want it. God, how they know me so well. I do want the portal. I want to see what happens. Moving along. Now, the people that they send after you can block certain of your powers. They can negate them from happening. For instance, the Ghost Hunter can prevent you from shaking things and throwing things. And somehow your boss is just capable of that as well. The priest can prevent possessions and can get rid of ghosts, get rid of poltergeists, phantasms, as well as can your boss. How? I don't really know. I guess he just looks at them and gives them a pink slip, maybe, or a warning. Who knows? It says, click the buttons to use powers. You may require to click an area or an icon after it. And to move the screen around, we basically click and drag scenario. Pretty simplistic. Let's get to the game. Now, just to let you know, I've actually played the game a little bit just to get a feel for it. So I've actually beaten about, I think, 9 or 10 levels. So the story is Henry B. bought this place in 1890. He bought the terrain, then he built the manor in which he lived with his family for the rest of his days. When his wife died shortly after moving to the house, Henry could not stand his loss. Raising his children alone, he became paranoid and agoraphobic, afraid that someone would ever kick him out of the house he built. His sons and daughters recalled that he would not leave the house and that he always attempted to drive away anyone near it. After his death, the house was eventually sold to many new owners, but no one would stay for a long time in it, saying that the house is still haunted by Henry himself. And Henry was rocking an awesome stash. I'm jealous of that stash right there. So that's the story. Up here, by the way, just for you to know, there's more levels. We're not going to get into that right now. We're just going to hit the play button. And we'll start off at level 1 and move our way up so that way you can see the game. I've already cleared some of the levels, so you'll get the idea for it. Every level starts off like this. You're kind of in a room, and then your powers are on the right and your left, and then the terrain. This button up here pauses the game. This tells you how many people are left to be scared. So let's scare the bejesus out of this guy by shaking the computer, which I think is ironic, seeing how I'm recording this on a computer. As you can see, he runs for his dear life, and we've cleared the level. Little pixelated art, I love it. Again, 2 people, 2 different rooms. We can shake whatever we want. She gets scared, runs out of the room. Whenever you use an object, though, and you to scare people, you cannot reuse that object. As you can see, it's kind of like a smoke. I don't know, maybe it lights on fire. I'm not really sure, but a ghostly smoke starts emanating from it, letting you know that you can't use that object again. He's watching TV, which I can't really tell. It looks like a talk show of some sort. So we're gonna shake that all up. There we go. Drop the TV. He runs for his dear life, and we've cleared the level. Level cleared. Moving along. This time we have a ring, which means we can basically call her into another part of the house. Let's go to the bathroom. Oops, so sorry about that. We can click on something. Let's shake up the toilet. She was terrified by a flushing toilet. And well, something's now emanating out of the toilet, which you probably don't want to smell. Alright, again, now we have two people and a dog. The dog is completely, really unafraid of what's going on, so we're going to have to call him into a different part of the house to scare him, hopefully. He has heightened senses, so he hears that noise. You know what? Because we have only 3 objects to scare people with, we need to call everybody into that part of the house. So, him and the guy. Now, when you call somebody into the house, the apartment room, you only have a limited time to scare them in that room before they will leave that room. Now, I believe scaring them resets that timer. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it does. Anyways, we're scaring the crap out of this dog. Poor dog's shaking its hairs, it's losing its hairs, it's peeing itself, and there we go, it left the house. Linoleum in the bedroom, very strange. Alright, this time, again, several people in different parts of the house. Let's call people into the center of the house. The dog, the daughter, or maybe I don't know, that might be the mom, that might be the daughter actually right there. The dad, and again, we gotta move fast, otherwise they start leaving. There we go, we scared them all together. Because a family that gets scared together runs terrified together. That's a beautiful thing. But as you can see, the game has like puzzle-esque qualities. It gets more complicated as you go along, because you have to figure out how to do things in certain combinations to get everybody out of the house. Henry wants to get rid of everybody, and you have to figure out what combination to do that in. Now we have the ability to throw things, so you click on one area or an object, and then you click on the area it's going into, and it flies across the house. Which is absolutely hilarious, I think, and would personally terrify the crap out of me if things just started flying around my house like that. And you see, the dogs run for their lives, and you get the idea of how that works. Alright, now this time we only have 1 ring and 3 objects to throw, so we have to figure out what combination we want to do this in. So we want to, let's see, we have 2 objects thrown here, 2 objects thrown here, and 2 objects thrown there. So we're going to call, I think, somebody into there, which we'll do that. And then we'll start off by throwing this into this area. That guy's terrified. We'll start off by throwing this into that area. She's going to be terrified, running for her life. She's terrified. He's terrified. We have 1 more object to throw. And we'll throw the lamp into this guy's room. He's scared. She's scared. They're terrified and run out together. I love the way they just run. They book for it, which is so hilarious, which is realistically what most people should do in horror movies. Alright, this time we have a shake and a throw. 2 throws. We have a couple rings. Let's see, how many things can we shake? We can shake a lot of things. How many things can we throw? See, the number of things you can throw changes to how many things you can shake. So let's see. Let's call her into there, and then we'll do that again, and he'll go in there, and then we'll shake the we'll shake the dresser, and they'll be terrified together, and then we'll throw this into that area. I hope I'm doing this right. I might not be doing it right. You know, I did not do it right. I got all three of them terrified and running out of the house, but she's still there. So it goes to show you that, you know, I might have played the game before, but, you know, still capable of messing up. Let's try this again. This time we're gonna call them back into that room, I think. Maybe we should just call them all into the same room? No. Let's start off like this. Let's throw the chair into this area. She's terrified. They're terrified. Let's call her into the room. And let's see what happens here. We'll shake the chair. They're all terrified. And the final scare is into this area. And they all run out terrified, which is hilarious. Alright, we move along here. We got 4 dogs. We want to call them, I think, couple them into the same area here. But you can see the game has its puzzle-esque, but it gets more and more complicated as you add adversaries like the ghost hunters and the priests. And eventually the game is just going to be very, very hard. You can see how they could expand on it, make it more harder. Levels give you more powers. And it's just so hilarious to watch everything get terrified together. Call the last dog into that room. Oh, we don't have anything to shake it with, though. You see what happened there? I messed up. So we have to restart. Again, though, I just love the art style, and the music is perfectly, kind of charmingly haunting. It's very entertaining to listen to. Let's call him, and let's see here. 3 of those. So maybe it's best that we actually. Oh, that was not what I wanted. So we're gonna want to. I don't know. Let's call everybody into this room. And what happens there? There isn't enough objects to scare them in there with, and they all left. So we're gonna want to redo that, I think. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm still learning how to play the game. So let's see here. Let's call him into that room. You gotta figure out, play with it, figure out the puzzle-esque qualities to it all. Let's do that, and throw that into that room. Throw that into this room. Oh, he didn't get scared for some reason. I guess he wasn't close enough. Oh, man. Well, anyways. Let's see here. I'm going to move on to the next level. I've already beaten this one. I don't remember how, but I'm just going to move along. Like, again, I'm not... obviously, you can tell, you know, this guy's still learning how to play the game. Oh, but we finally have access to 1 possession. So let's do that. Let's call her into the room and scare the crap out of them. They're running for their lives. The poltergeist has formed. Henry's ghost has come, scaring them, and they've run for their lives. That's hilarious. I love that. We got 1 possession now. We got to see how that works. Let's see. What can we possess? How many objects we can possess? Let's go ahead and call them into here, and he'll run into that room, and then we'll possess the blender. The flying blender is terrifying them, and then we'll just throw that into this area, and they'll run for their lives either way. So as you can see, how the game gets more complicated. I messed up there on level 9. But hey, you know, still. That's the fun of the game, is experimenting. So anyways, this is a wonderful, fun game. I want to again thank the creators for letting me play their game. The game is on Indiegogo. I encourage you to go and support them. I'm going to be putting up a link down below in the description. They're also on Steam. Please go on Project Greenlight, look them up, give them your support. This game is very entertaining, so much fun. I feel very honored that they trusted me to play their game. So thank you to them again. I'm going to click on the credits just so you can see the credits of who created the game. Wonderful art, wonderful music, and it is a very, very fun game. Again, thank you for watching. If you want me to play a particular game, tweet at me at MartyrA2J. And thank you for watching. This has been Poltergeist.